What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mark Summers, MajorsHouse.com, and I'm trying to bring the energy because, boy, I just woke up actually from my second nap of the day. Right before I said, yeah, I'm going to go live, I was like, you know what? I'm still feeling a little tired. I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, no, I'm back. What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you for attending the MajorsHouse Show, episode number 242. The second round of non-gaming edition. Like, doing this back to back seems like a very, very crazy thing to do, but I don't know. I feel like lately this is the thing that does need to be talked about. Needs to be covered in some capacity. All right, and it looks like we are done. I am off work. Sweet. All right. Oh no, this is Tar Heels. This is Panthers. It's Panthers. Carolina Panthers. Yeah. Yep. Doesn't help when you have a comfy computer chair or on the random naps happening either. Not that I would know from that experience. For me, it's not so much a comfy chair, but this room that I'm in, it's really warm because there is a computer in here. I have a lot of stuff that is generating heat. So, yeah, I'd be roasted and it'd be really, really uncomfortable. Also, it really doesn't help that, I was up until 5 a.m. this morning playing Madden. You know, these same Carolina Panthers in Madden just won the Super Bowl in Madden. So, yeah, so yeah, I was tired. I was expectantly tired today. Was hoping I was gonna sleep in, but my wife went and she made bacon and biscuits for breakfast. So you know, you're waking up to bacon, and it's like, yeah, I gotta get up. But it's 9 a.m. Oh man, I haven't even been asleep for 4 hours. What are we doing? I guess I'll go get up, get some bacon, and then try to work through that. Like, after being superbly fed and you're still tired, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I just can't. Oh, and the fact that it was hot. So today's been a day. Like 72 degrees on January 1st. Yeah. Don't want to delve into those topics, but yeah. But yeah. It was nice. My New Year was okay. Still a little boring. I was doing that in solitude. Yeah, very scary. I try not to think about it too much. I try to make sure it doesn't keep me up at night. But today it didn't. It just like, okay, yeah, because it is so hot in here, I'm going to go to sleep instead. But yeah, so New Year's was alright. I did not stream into the new year because I was trying to get a lot of the game of the year, not game of the year, but clip of the best of 2018 for MajorsHouse uploaded. I think I got too tired to post them on Twitch, but they are over on YouTube if you want to check them out. I want to say that my latest, hopefully one of the later ones will show up if I do. Do I have a command for that? I don't. Well, I do. I do have a command, but I don't have a button for it. Bruce Wayne, thank you for that sub. Really do appreciate it with that Twitch Prime sub. Sub. I'm gonna turn the alert noises back on. I mean, I would totally trade you for the cooler temperatures. Oh my god, oh, did it? Look like it went, like the bot said it went through, and maybe that's the reason why I keep saying that. Maybe that's the reason why I've always been seeing anonymous. It's really weird. I don't know why it does that. I mean, not that I don't want to take your money and all, but like, please give me all your money. I need it. I don't, but it's fun to have it. But yeah, so kind of rang in the new year by myself. It was all good. Wife and kid were asleep, so I just played Madden. Well, I finished the videos or finished editing them. Let them encode, and while they were uploading to YouTube, I played some Madden. Then I put them all up on YouTube. Had to do all the data entry nonsense, and then once that was done, I went back and played more Madden until about 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was like, okay, you know what? Now I should probably go to bed. Hey, there we go. So there's part 5, but there are totally 4 others to go with that. And also, yes, not yesterday, but Sunday night stream is also up there. So definitely check those out when you get a chance. If you would love to, I'd appreciate it if you do. Definitely some great information there. I'm gonna go over some of that stuff today. Clean up some code today before we move on. So without any further ado, let's get into the nitty gritty. Find my button. There it is. Oh, hi there. Look at that desktop. It's so sexy. Alright, so of course a lot of the stuff that I'm working with there are going to be in Linux. You do not need Linux in order to get any of this working. Either you can use a VM to get some Linux going. Or, I mean, if you're a Windows 10, you can install the Ubuntu Windows subsystem for Linux, which is what I currently use on my Windows boxes. I'm trying to make sure I've got everything. Oh, yep, that's what I needed. I need it. No, that's not. Again, eventually I will click the things that I need to click to make the things happen. There we go. Had to move my chat over to the left side so I can see it, because I've got 2 Ubuntu windows open right now. I probably need to move one over here. So let's go ahead and just choose that. All right, so what I am looking for, I'm gonna. All right, so we had some fun yesterday. Actually, I need to turn. I can barely hear myself. There we go. I'm gonna turn that up. Turn the music down. There we go. All right, that sounds better. So yesterday we did have a little bit of fun. Initially, what I did. So again, you saw. If you go to YouTube, you check the best of 2018 for MajorsHouse. You actually get to see some of that work being done. You actually get to see some of the work I did yesterday or Sunday on the stream, where I went and downloaded all of the Twitch clips from all of 2018. So before we because I don't want to start this on a heavy note. It's always good to have some fun. So let's go ahead and take a look at the clip stump. Actually, hold on. You know what? Let's do this. Because I know I put it on GitHub. We can actually just take it to GitHub. There we go. There it is. Alright, yeah. That, maybe, no. Alright. Because that's too small. I don't want to do that. Actually, I don't know. This may be too small too, but let's see here. Alright, there we go. So, yesterday, I went ahead, I covered some of the stuff in regards to Twitch API, which, if you do not know what API is, it is a application platform. Actually, I totally forgot. I think it's an application platform interface, but I totally forgot myself. You would think application program interface. There we go. So services like Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, maybe, I don't know, Mixer, Extra Life, they all provide these endpoints called APIs, where you can kind of run commands against them, or you can run queries against these API endpoints and get information. So essentially I have one here to where I was able to get clip information. What I'm going to do is I'm going to import, if I can find it. There you go. Of course. Go ahead and import my client ID. And I'm going to do me a nice little dummy command here. So I'm going to look for a nice little... Ooh, look at all these fun ones that I get to use. I am going to use this one here, but I'm going to change that. We'll get to that guy in a second. Actually, there we go. So, and let me bring that back up to the top. So, as you see up there, I use a Twitch. So what we're doing here is we're investigating the Twitch API, essentially polling it to get information on specific users, most notably myself. And so, we get some information like this here. So that's fun and all. That's great. But yesterday I was having some issue, or actually not yesterday, for like the past 2.5, 3 weeks, I was having issues. And again, I'll go and point those out. So let's go ahead over here. For those who don't know, I run a podcast called Not Your Friends that that we host on Twitch for Twin TV. Thank you so much for that follow. And a couple of weeks ago, we had an account, either this one or one like it. I can't remember. Mainly because of the fact there were two of them. There were two of these. There was a Gary Online, and then there's this one, Gary's Online. One showed up after the other, after I blocked one of them. But I can't remember which one was here, which one wasn't. So, didn't really think much of it. Kind of left it here. But then I started seeing more accounts pop up. Most notably, these top 4. These are the last 4 accounts that have followed me lately within the past week. Now I wouldn't have thought much about it, but as I've been known to do, or not known, actually I let it be known yesterday. But as I want to do when I get follows on my channel or on Not Your Friends channels, I tend to click in there, see what's going on, because I would like to know, like, who are these people? Like, maybe I know them. Well, actually I was doing it because maybe I thought I knew them from somewhere. So I go through here and look and see who everybody's following. No harm, no foul. Up until the point where we'll let these load back in. I opened up this Kekistani one the other day. Started scrolling through it and started noticing that some of these accounts that they're following look very, very familiar. It felt like deja vu. Like I could have sworn I've seen this before. So I went back. And I started looking through, and I should probably right click these. So I started going through the old ones. So because both Gary's Online and Gary Online were up here at the time, went back to both of them and noticed that these two follow the same accounts. I figured, well, let's pretend this is Gary Online. That Gary's Online and Gary Online follow the same account. And I figured they were because they were similar accounts. But then why would this one here have similar followers to these two? Thought that was weird, but we just went on until this one showed up. Marge Simpson 42. And began noticing as I was scrolling through it that, man, these look oddly familiar to this one. And to this one. Also, now granted, this one's a outlier, but Gary Online had similar follower numbers to this one and this one. Then this one followed me Sunday, which prompted me to make the stream initially with a similar follower number and similar accounts that they were following, which seemed really odd. And then today, fast forward to today, another account popped up, same number of followers, or same number of following accounts, excuse me, and the same accounts. And it seemed very hokey. I don't know why. Alright, I need to turn it off. How do I turn this off? Move out my way. Thanks, Bruce. Alright, let's go ahead and move. Let's move out the way. I'm gonna turn off these notifications. Alright, we're done here? Are we done? Thank you. Not what I meant to do. Focuses. See, alarms only. Don't, unless it's an alarm, do not show me anything. Okay, so sub went through. Awesome. Thank you so much for your support, though, by the way. Thank you. So, now, granted for the, so when this one came through today, I already knew what to do because we went through it Sunday. But when these two showed up, when Kekistani and Martim showed up, I was like, all right, you know what? I might be paranoid, but I want to figure out something. I just want to, there's got to be a way I can figure out what's going on here. Now, I was already experimenting with the Twitch API. I already figured that there's something I can do. I've played around with it enough to where I could probably figure out something if I really work at it. When this one came through, you just learned something? What you learn? And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to stop me and we can we can break this down. Because again, like a lot of this is just like stuff I'm speaking from a high level, from stuff that I've learned, but we're going to get into it a little bit. But if you have any questions leading up to it, please stop me and I will be more than happy to try to explain it. But when this showed up Sunday, because normally I don't stream on Sundays, I was going to do some of this on Saturday or earlier in Sunday, but I was like, just was tired. It was doing so many other things that I kind of forgot about it and was just not going to do it. But when this one showed up Sunday, I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. We're handling this today. So we had the Sunday stream. And then this one showed up. It's like, oh, yep, we're doing it again. I need to try to offer you a job interested in moving to Northern VA. Let's see. My wife would love to move to Virginia. My wife would love to move to Virginia. We were talking about that last night. We were at dinner, and she said, "Yes, I want to live in VA." I said, "Well, that's fine, but keep in mind that if we move to Virginia, if you find a job in Virginia, it has to be a place that has similar cost of living that I earn here in North Carolina, because I'm pretty sure, like with my job, I'm pretty sure I can talk to my manager that, look, my wife found a job in Virginia. I gotta move. Hopefully they will let me work from home. I don't know. If I have to quit my job, then that's a terrible thing. But yeah, I told her, so look, yeah, if they do allow me to work from home and I keep my North Carolina salary, then it has to be similar cost of living. Granted, it probably won't be too bad because I don't have to commute. Granted, I don't really have to commute very far to my job now. That did not sound good. What was that? What was that? Hello? Oh. Lord, my son tearing up shit. All right. So yeah, Dilbert is what caused Sunday stream. Cranky is what's causing today's stream. So Sunday, as soon as I can, oh, there you go. There's Ubuntu. So Sunday, I decided, with the help of the community, and again, thank you for those who are returning from Sunday. Thank you so much. Because y'all pointed out some amazing things that I missed, and it was great. And so now that I know them, I can actually kind of go through them in a little bit more order, in a little bit better order. So let me go back to my outline here because I totally have an outline for this, guys. Yeah, I came prepared today. You want to see it? So we can cover it. Yeah, let's go over what we're going to cover today. Let's see if I can make this bigger. There we go. Look at it. I'm learning how to use Microsoft Word just like on the fly. How about that? Granted, I should have known how to use Microsoft Word for a minute. So we've already gone over it for the reason why I'm doing this. Just to tell you guys that I'm not fucking crazy. I just don't go looking at random APIs like, I'm gonna figure it out, I'm so angry. No. Like, again, the whole thing, the reason why I'm doing this is because of the fact that while I did find these suspect and I told some people, yo, there's some suspect stuff that's happening. To where this, I don't know, maybe it's Twitch bots. I was like, okay, you're right. Maybe so. Great point. Up until the point where all these bots are being based off of an account that trolled me. I don't take kindly to that. Like, it's one thing if you put bots in my, you're following me with bots, which in and of itself could be detrimental to my channel because, oh no, it looks like I'm buying followers all of a sudden. Yeah, like I didn't believe they were just bots, just innocent bots that were showing up in this channel. I felt like they were maliciously put in my channel and to be activated in certain ways where if I started blocking one of them, then the others start going, or because what I'm going to show you, the trolls are really good to where they may be your stereotypical dudes in basements who learn the same shit that I'm learning right now, but maybe just a little bit better than me, and can sit there and troll on masse. I don't know how to pronounce it. It looks like it's French. It looks like it should be en masse, but it's not that. But see, showing up that, I mean, I would look at it like that, but, and what's going to take you around? How you doing, Bye for Techie? I would look at it like that, but again, this is on a channel that does not denote Major Linux in it. This is on my Nacho Friends channel. Like, my name is nowhere in here. We don't have, like, if we go look at the channel, got a website, got a schedule. My name isn't anywhere on there. And they were following when I wasn't streaming, so they don't see this guy. Right, but that's what I'm saying. It hosts me, but they don't follow when I'm hosting. Or when they don't follow when this is hosting. They're following while I'm like sleep, while I'm at work, while I'm out at the grocery store. So unless there is a way you could tell what channels a channel hosts. So Techie Rod, again, I'm going over kind of like some reasons why I'm playing with the Twitch API. Initially starting off with the fact that I became super, super paranoid at one point. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm looking into it. This is the reason why I'm doing this. So of course there are some telltale signs. Of course, you can see here that they've got the defaults. Now, I'm not going to fault everybody for having default profile pictures. There's no need because again, I see a couple of people here that I do know. So like Eternal Goddess, I know who that is. I kind of know who Whole 84 is. This guy definitely is a troll. And again, I do want to point out, which is still weird, and there are people who are asking, why is it that when you ban somebody from the chat, why are they still allowed to follow? There's that. I know Foxfire. So there are people who do have default pictures because they created Twitch accounts to just follow streamers. That's fine. So that alone doesn't make me feel suspect about these accounts. What does add fuel to the fire, just by looking at them, is the fact I pointed before that each of the follows, except for Gary's Online, has a similar number between 133 and 136. This is the this is the only outlier with less than that. Because they can still watch. Just because they're banned don't mean they lose access. But again, I get that, Bafuteki. I get that. That's not the question I'm asking. I can give two shits. Like, I can give two shits about that. Again, if I'm banning you from the chat, I don't want you anywhere near my shit. There should be an option for that. Like, when people say no tolerance, it should be no tolerance. Like, you fuck up once or you fuck up enough to where I ban you, no tolerance. That's it. You've lost. Period. Point blank. You can't watch. You can't follow. You can't do anything with this channel. Like, I want a ban from channel option, not a ban from chat option. Right. So that's what I'm essentially asking for, and I know that's what a lot of people ask for. There should be I mean, if you want to ban people from chat, that's fine. But I know a lot of people who are being constantly harassed on the daily, not necessarily from one account, but from multiple, like what this is appearing to be. There should be a ban from channel. You should not be able to do anything. Now, granted, it's not going to stop this from happening. It's not. But at least if I were to ban this account, it's gone. Gone. I don't care that I lost a follower because I banned them. They should be gone. And that makes sense too. Damn, that actually is pretty smart. You know, you could probably get paid for this by Twitch to demonstrate how to cut bots trolls. And honestly, it'd be nice. That would be nice. I would love it. But I know, again, there are better people who do it. There are people who are dealing with this on an actual everyday basis. Like, I can go into various Discord channels, look at various tweets, and there are people who are dealing with this constantly. I look at it like I deal with it once every 3 or 4 months. I don't know, for me, like, again, I just happened to come across the Twitch API around the same time and can start doing some investigations on it. They're still not super scientific, but again, with the data that I was able to provide, which I can show, where I'm going to show again, it's like enough to where, like, yeah, I want to put this in front of Twitch. If they would fucking watch, if they fucking acknowledge that this was a problem and this is how they're abusing their system, then yeah, I would love to put this in front of their faces and look, here's the problem. You should fix this. Do something about this now. Twitch right now is trying to find a way to stitch ads to the stream so it does not get blocked by ad block. I know for a fact Gary's Online and kick signing is not legit. Don't ask me how I know. I can get homie from engineering in here. He runs the department. I mean, look, we could have some serious conversations. And like, that's the thing, like, we're all here to learn. My thing is, like, yeah, I would like to learn a lot more of this stuff. That's why I'm trying to get into coding. So I'm trying to learn the API stuff. But what I'm trying to do also is just kind of distill the information I'm learning just from programming to show people, like, because there are a lot of people who are like lately I've been seeing where people are like, well, I don't know, like, all these accounts are coming from. Like, man, it's crazy that people don't have laws where they can sit here and create multiple accounts. Oh, that's not hard. Like, by sitting here demonstrating this, it was not hard to find this information out. So I'm going to run this. All right, so DilbertDog22 is one of them, right? Let's verify. Yeah, DilbertDog22. This is the one I was kind of comparing against the other day. And I'm trying to remember. Let's see here. Oh, see, that's why I have my handy dandy other script available. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, I messed up. There we go. All right. And what? No, question mark from underscore ID equals, and I think crap. Yeah, I gotta get it back. There we go. Follows question mark from ID equals, and we get Dilbert Dogs ID. All right, so that's it. So all right, let's go back here. All right, and I'm going to remove my camera so you guys can see what's going on behind me. Oh, there we go. Simon's over here for those who think I disappeared. All right, so essentially what I did here, you look at this curl command. So I'm authenticating as my client ID. I kind of pass it as a variable so that I can kind of show these codes or show my API request without putting my own Twitch my Twitch dev client ID out. And I'm hitting this endpoint api.twitch.tv/helix/users/follows from the ID, which we got way up there, but it's also right here. This is Dilbert Dogs user ID, and then we got a list of as follows. Now what I want to do, and again to demonstrate how easy it is to create accounts like this, they've only shown me the first 20 or the last 20 follows he made, right? So what I'm going to do is, and so JQ is a JSON parser, and also helps me kind of filter out information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter out, let's see, the 2ID and the followed at. And again, shouts out to POE who pointed this out to me yesterday or Sunday. If you look at, or actually, hold on, you know what? I'm going to get rid of the 2ID. So that way all these dates and times can kind of sit on top of each other. If you look at these first few, within like seconds of each other. And then they took a break and then followed these last two. Now we can even figure out what these last two are because again, they do it in order. So let's see. Yeah, so they apparently follow one more person after we ran this yesterday, Sunday. But yeah, like who follow, like it's crazy how that happens. And actually, you want more? We can give you more. It's amazing how much we can give you. So I'm gonna actually add another request. I want the first 100 entries that they can give me. So right now it's a default of 20. I want 100 of them. And now they happen between 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. It takes a break for about a minute and starts all over again. Like, who is following accounts this fast? I can't follow. Like, my browser takes longer to load a page than it would be to follow these accounts. Also, I kind of learned something else. So I had to actually go to a third party to kind of get this information. And let's see, what is this called again? I forgot what I called it. Oh yeah, Twitch Inspector. It gave it a cool little name so I could figure out what was going on. Oh, did I remove it? Nope, there it is. Okay. Copy. Okay, maybe I just need. There we go. All right. There we go. And again, so this account was created 2 days ago. Like, it's not like it existed long beforehand. This is an account that just was literally made 2 days ago. And then we can even take a look at the one that just followed me today. Cranky Corn Snake. It was created 4 hours ago. So at 4 o'clock, like, yeah, about 4:15, quarter after 4 p.m. my time. This account was created and inexplicably followed so I was like, if it was a friend that was doing this for me, why in the fuck were they trolling me? That's the problem. And that's not how that should be done. Yeah, they were like the original account, which I explained was this one or another one that lacks the S. The archive for the stream in which they were harassing is gone away. So I can't pull up like the chat logs to see which one it was. But it was either this one or Gary Online that did the trolling. Then the other one showed up. Yes, I know I should use Chatty. Oh God, Pathetic, why? Why? If I'm a camera, you can see my face. Why? So you guarantee it was Gary and Kakistani. So it seems like, but you guys love doing what you want. I'm here to help. We do love doing what we want. So sure enough, it seems like you've got some inside information. I mean, look, I'm not going to pressure it, but I mean, if you want to share any information, that would really help. I don't know what I don't know what I can do with that information, but for me, it would, I don't know. I guess it would kind of help me get some closure. Granted, I'm glad you came in and kind of confirmed that those accounts are bad. Like, I mean, so that's a good thing for me. It means I can sleep better. And granted, it's not like I was having trouble sleeping, but yeah, I can sleep better now. But yeah, in the meantime, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to clean up this code here. Ultimately, what I would like to do with the Twitch Inspector app before I upload it is kind of combine it, because Sunday when I was writing it, I kind of had to split it up because I was doing some testing while I was writing it, and it didn't kind of work out all that great. But what I would like to do is combine the code, clean it up, and actually get, make it look better, a little bit more, like have the output look a little bit better than, let's see, I ran it earlier today, so give me a second. Yeah, array compare. So this was against Dilbert Dog and the new Twitch account that followed me. So yeah, that kind of helped me confirm that again. So 135 matches. And let's see and that's probably running. It's running into Dilbert Dog. So, or no, well, apparently one of these accounts, there's not following one of the accounts. So, but yeah, ultimately what I would like to do before I upload. Jeez, why can't I remember what Ubuntu looks like on my toolbar? Ultimately, what I would like to do before I upload this code to GitHub is kind of clean it up. So I want to take this array comparison and put it over here. and also pass in like the two Twitch Twitch accounts that I want to compare. So like with Twitch Inspector, what it's doing is it's reading in one user, creating a file, after input another user, create a second file, and then use file array and then hard code the two files I'm trying to compare. So what I want to do is, have the command take in two variables and do all of that automatically. So now so this is Twitch Inspector. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up array compare over here. And what I need to do is I want to... Oh yeah, I forgot this is hard. Yeah, this is super hard coded. This is not scalable. So even if I really wanted to reprogram this, like I'm probably gonna have to then grab code from my app that shows me inactives. Because what I'm gonna need to do is create loops based off of the amount of followers. So yeah, let's go and grab that. Open up another Ubuntu window, and I'm going to log into a Linux box because I was writing this on my Mac before because I don't really want to continue writing this on my Mac. I want to move this over to my PC, but it didn't really have much of a grasp on how I wanted to do it, so I uploaded it to my website. So look at that. Look at all that pretty code there. All right, so let's see here. What I want to do here is actually, yeah, why didn't I just... All right. And I'm gonna take this file, take this here. And now I also need to get the ID from the user, so nice if I can label which of these windows are, but they don't allow me to label. Or does it? Nope. God forbid it could be like an actual Linux terminal, so I can label that. All right, so there's a... No, this is... Damn, where is it? Oh shit, yeah, I've got it up here. Duh. Alright, so then this follow count needs to actually go. Because I need to... From ID, JQ2, JQ.total. All right, switch back over here. All right, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make this bigger because I'm having a tough time trying to squeeze all that in. All right. So now that I have the follow count, so I'm gonna fix this indentation nonsense. Your third ripper died on you? Oh no! Damn, that's a bummer. I'm actually glad today. Today is the 1 year anniversary of my power supply of my PC because my old one died on me Christmas Eve. I mean, not Christmas Eve, but New Year's Eve, and I'm not sure when. All it was, I was downstairs all day. All night, bringing in the new year by myself. Went to bed. Didn't even go into my office. Went to bed. Woke up the next morning. Went to my office and tried to turn. Why is my PC off? Wouldn't cut on, and that's when I discovered my power supply died. Okay, well at least you got one. You got one going. I've got zero. Zero third rippers. No one's the third rippers. I just want cool things, you know. That's all I want. All right, so now I'm gonna do some maths. I'm gonna install the GTX 1080 into it, and that's a lot. Nice. Was $500 less than why, you know? Because I ain't got $500 like that. Preparing for a trip, man. I need a vacation for real. Hearing my son cry in the other room because he's not having his way. My wife totally needs a vacation too. All right, so before I put any echo statements, just continue writing the code here. All right, so now let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna let it get the first bit of information. I'm going to dev null it because we don't need to see the output of that coming out. I swear I feel like that one's going to show me information too, but I'll worry about that at a later time. All right, so now that we have the first one, let's do this here. While counter is less than in, do all right, so curl client ID. User follows ID from first 100 after page. And then we need to change the page variable. So we're gonna grab that one and let's see here for first 100. And after equals page. Let's get the pagination cursor there. Then I'm gonna let it sleep for 4 so that we can kind of let it take its breather. counter equal counter plus 1, and let limit. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need that limit. If I do, then I'll. Ah, crap. I'll get to it. There we go. All right. So that for loop, that loop is done. Ultimately, though, I would like to get it to where this whole thing is in a loop for the variables. Technically, I could probably do that because if I'm only taking in 2 arguments, then I can just set the I can set a while loop saying, "Harry, if this is less than 2." All right, so let's do this. Arg equals 0. While arg is less than 2, so it should be 0, 1, and once it's 2, then we're done here. Do that man runs shit ragged. Like, again, Battletech is like probably one of the hardest working guys I know, man. Like, arg equals arg plus 1 and done. Let's see. If, I know I have an if statement somewhere. All right. If arg eq 0, then he is not having a good time. Else, let's copy that, and then I'm going to it's 2, and that should be F5. Am I using AI or water cooler? Is there? I mean, compared to what? Like, if I want to water cool my PC, what would I use? Or should I just not water cool? Don't water cool. All right, great. Well, then I'm already there. I'm not water cooling my shit, so. Great. I've done it. All right, so I'm still kind of. Man, he is not having a good time. Actually, that way I don't confuse it, because the ID is the user ID. I need the usernames. There we go. Oh, look, man, it sounds like he's not having. He is not, because it's time. It's time to go to bed. He's got to go to. He's got to go to school tomorrow. So, again, why am I playing to a camera that's not even on right now? I forgot I'm right. I'm gonna turn my camera back on that you guys can see me. I'm still here. Yeah, look at me. I'm here. I can see me now. You can watch me get frustrated as I write this. All right. So, what I have been doing now is, because I'm taking into arguments that, if the argument is still set to 0, oh, I need to count it too. Actually, let's see. All right, yeah. All right, we're good. So if argument equals 0, then it's going to take argument 1. If argument equals 1, it should take argument 2. Or if argument does not equal 0, it will take argument 2. I'm also going to probably put in a check a little bit later that says, hey, if you were missing an argument, we're going to have to... Thought it was George going to break out the switch. If I broke out the switch, he'd be behind me like, ooh, daddy, I want to see. Like, no, it's time for bed. And then he'd cry again. Nah. He gonna chill out. And see, the beautiful thing is, if I have to get up now, I don't have to take my headphones off, which is great. Granted, the mic won't work, because I'm using this as opposed to like the built-in headset mic. But yeah. If I was, like, you go to say, man, if you don't sit down and go sleep, damn it. Go the fuck to sleep. Alright, so let's see here. I think I should be good to go. So this is what so now that it has the ID set, should be good to go. So what I'm gonna do, oh my god, just no, I don't want to watch Bird Box. Wait, I've already seen it. Did I oh boy, did I just out myself? Or don't, because it's not very good. Oh shit. All right, I think I got everything. I think we're good here. All right. What the hell was that? All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all those text files. Good, they're gone. So I can actually go above my head. I'm going to compare. I'm going to create. Oh, nope. All right, something's broken. Something on line 12 is broken. Oh, that's what it was. If with while and if statements, you have to put spaces in between, you know, your argument. I mean, your comparison statements and the brackets that they sit in. So, all right. So if that worked, there should be an inspect Major Linux and an inspect not your friend. So I'm gonna do a little grab for inspect. All those user IDs, and there should be. So again, let's look at mine. So for Major Linux, there should be 328 entries in here. There are 100. Yeah, there are 100. Why are there 100 in here? Also, there we go. All right, so let's figure something out here. Why are there 100? Why did it stop? So if you use my client ID, should have got the follow count. Follow count divided by 100, which would be about 3. We'll do a curl based off of the ID for the first 400. Puts them in here. Gets the pagination for that ID. So we can go ahead and move on further. So with counter equal to 0, less than 3, it should go ahead and grab the next 2 pages. So there's 1. Which to me, it seems like it stopped. Because if it grabbed the first 100, it stopped somewhere. But I don't know where exactly. And of course, you know, people are going to be constantly texting, having a text conversation. So, I don't know. They wait tonight to do that. Alright, so for some reason, it's not curling anymore. Or it's not getting in here. Let's try this again. Yep, it's not incrementing in. Oh, because I'm totally not telling it to increment in. Well, no, of course it wouldn't increment in. Nothing is going into in at all. That's what's happening. Okay, that makes sense. So I need to figure out what follow count is. Okay. Oh, so it's not getting the follow count at all. Alright, so let's back out here. Let's actually run this curl command. It said I've written this code so much now I can kind of do it when I'm asleep. Damn it, that's right. See, I say that, but the hell? Oh. There we go. All right, got it working now. Right. All right. So shit. I think I know what the problem is. I think I might have wrote that line wrong. So wait a second, then. You know what? When I was fixing this variable, that's what happened. Don't know what's going on. How you doing? How you living? How you feeling? That's what was happening. All right, so now. All right. What am I looking for? Because why was it echoing that information? Oh, that's why. See, now I know why it was totally silent. All right. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So now that I have that information, let's take a look at inspect Major Linux. And I'm gonna make myself disappear for a second. I need to set a button on my Stream Deck to do that. All right, so yep, boom. There are 328 people that I follow. Yes, clean it up, trying to make it like an all-in-one thing. Now, let's see here, and now that we got that, let's take a look at and not your friends. They are following 4. All right, so we now so we now have the files. So we don't need that anymore. There's no need. We're not trying to debug that anymore. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What I'm trying to do is combine. So Sunday I wrote a good chunk of the script. So this is actually combining some code I wrote before. Um, to what I'm trying to do is make it scale. Well, one, making it scalable. So that way, you can compare two accounts no matter how many users they follow. On top of combining the scraping of the user IDs for the follow accounts and then the comparison. Because right now there are two separate scripts. Alright, so now we've got it to where it creates two different files. And so now that we have the files, we're actually done with the Twitch API, which is good. I like that. No need for that anymore. What I'm going to do, this is the comparison. And now that we've actually totally written a script to where arrays work, because man, that was the biggest issue from Sunday. I was like, how do bash arrays work? I don't know. Only to find out that I was right the entire time, but you need to set these scripts as executable because then it'll run in bash and not sh. Sh does not allow, or sh either doesn't allow for arrays or do not declare and use arrays the same way bash does. Which, did not know that. And was really the bane of my existence. I was banging my head against that until I realized, oh wait, I'm definitely so it's been a while before I got to a point where I needed to know the difference between sh and bash, or shell and bash, born again shell. To where for the first time I actually ran against a problem to where that actually mattered, and it sucked. But now we know, we've learned from our mistakes, and everything's working fine. Alright, so now I'm going to come back in here, because now I'm writing code far enough down to where my head will cover the code I'm writing. They're almost the same, but bash inherits things from shell and adds more to it. Again, like the way I was declaring arrays was, I guess, something they added to bash that was not in shell. So shell was like, oh, I don't know what this declare is. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Array? What is this array? What? No, this is garbage code. We're not gonna work. We give up. So almost like with C and C++, like C++ will work similar to C. I'm at, don't quote me on this because I learned C++ and not C. C++ brings in everything from C, or enough from C, but adds more to C. To where you can do C things in C++, but if you try to bring your C++ code, things that, if you brought code that was written specifically for C++ and its compilers over to C and its compiler, what the fuck are you doing? What is this nonsense? Get this out of here. What are you doing? Alright, so let's see here. So I'm going to declare some arrays now that I know I can do that. Also would help if I spelled declare right. No, it's not backwards compliant. It's not like you putting in your Xbox 360 disc and your Xbox One, and oh wait, we know what this is. Wait, that's not it. No, it's the equivalent of putting your Xbox One disc into an Xbox 360 and it not working. Yeah, so essentially what we're doing is putting the Xbox 360 disc in Xbox One. Is like, oh, okay, yeah, we know what this is, and we're going to enhance it. When Xbox One and Xbox One X enhance your Xbox, your OG Xbox game, okay, we can do that, but don't put your Xbox One game in your OG Xbox. Look, we don't know what the fuck this is. Haha. Yeah. Man. What you man? All right. So now I'm gonna pretty much copy everything from my array compare script over into this one, and like once I have everything over, I'm gonna start kind of tightening up, doing some validation checks for arguments, and hopefully get rid of shit that I don't need, so that way it can run. So that way this code can run a little bit more efficiently. If I wanted to play old games, I will play on my old console. But see, not everybody has old consoles. You have to realize there are some kids who are born after Halo 2. Right? Oh, actually, there are definitely kids born. My son was born after Halo 2. Not the point I'm making. Let's see, 18. This is 2019 now, which means that there are kids now who have been born. Well, maybe not after. Well, there are kids who are playing games who have probably been born after Halo 2. But there are adults now who may have been born after the September 11th, like the September 11th attacks. Like, that's a thing now. Why, why, why am I, if I am 15, going to play Halo on an Xbox One? Look, I may not be that parent that's going to let my kid play very, very violent video games at a young age, but there are parents out there who do. And look, they need to have this. They need to have easy access to these very violent video games. I don't know. Look, I can sit here and try to rationalize these things. I don't know. It's not what I would do. Honestly, if I wanted to play some old games, yes, I would. If it was economically feasible, I would track down the older system and play it on the older system. But for some people, it's not that. Some people, that's not the case. You know, they may not be able to afford to do that, or just know how to track that down. I had my kid with me playing Black Ops was a mistake. Mistake. I'm sorry. Gonna be both born after September 11th this year. My brother was born in 2001. And it's exactly. That's where we're at now. As long as you can hear his 10 is happy, mommy's happy. That's why. Again, I can't rationalize what people are doing, man. Like, I don't know. Again, I wouldn't do it, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna trample somebody's freedom to do what they want to do. Like, how dare I? All right. Why would you want to play an OG Xbox game on Xbox One? Like, I'm 39 this year. If I play Halo on OG Xbox, I want to play it again. Because here, unfortunately, I won't go back and play it because Xbox One has more features. Rationalization for those M-rated games, which drives me nuts. Death glares I've got when Grandma or Junior asked my opinion on what this game is, with cool looking army dudes on it. Like, yeah, I'm glad as much as like I'm like in the forefront of games and tech and all like that. And as much as I would love for people to ask me, nobody does, which makes me sad because I really want to tell them, no, please don't do that. No. Because all you're doing is, in my opinion, is just setting yourself up for failure. And see, alright, so now this is another thing where I want to write this in another loop. So let's see, let arg equals 0. Arg is less than 2. Do all the things I wrote here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's right. I need this. I also need this if statement. If arg is equal to 0, that's definitely not 0. That's a dash. Username equals 1. Oh, nope, that's not right. Because that will come back. It's like, nope, what are you doing, you idiot? That's odd. Why did I not do that? Nope, that's FI. But there we go. Done. Literally logged in Windows a handful of times since Valve added Steam. Steam Play was a wrap. Where is Steam Play available? Because I think for me, I would like to try to implement something like that on my computer, on my TV downstairs. But that would also involve me having to buy a Xbox One controller with a remote dongle, and then I don't know. I just like using a keyboard and mouse. Like if I can actually, I know they actually make like keyboard, like gaming, like wireless gaming peripherals. But my TV tray table downstairs is definitely not as big as I want it to be. And look, see, now that we've been talking about it, man, I done got my fingers on WASD and like realized, oh wait, I'm not playing a video game. I'm coding right now. There's a nice smooth music in the background. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing? Oh, that. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Excuse me. Yeah, like I think I mentioned this Sunday. It's something that's something I definitely want to do, but I've got to get a better PC or a better Linux workstation for that. Again, like my ultimate goal is to be able to play Tekken on Linux, but I'm afraid Akuma or Hachi would melt my poor little measly CPU that's sitting in there. Yeah, I'm not sure if you were. I'm not sure if you were one of the ones that was in there for the front page thing. I took some notes. People had things to say, and I took those notes. They are there, and again, I'm ready to get back into that. Just waiting for the time to do it. All right, so now that I have everything I need, oh, I definitely forgot to. I need to reset when that's done, so I can redo that while loop again. All right, so now that I equals 0, we can start this next while loop. This was tricky, like really learning how to fucking do arrays in Bash. Like who is actually using this information? Like this is fucking insane. Oh, see, now I'm jealous. That's really all I want. Like that's my goal. If I can play Tekken and Linux, then all right, I feel like we have arrived. I can move on with my life. I can stop getting the questions of, hey, do you actually use Linux? It looks like you're using Windows. Like, I know. Like, get off my nuts. I know. Like, I still laugh at the Twitch clip. It shouts out to Black Kev, who clipped the whole thing. Like, somebody like put in the chat, like, wait, Major Linux use Windows? Like, yeah. Just because I'm good at something doesn't mean I'm going to use it all the damn time. I'm sorry. I was playing Battlefield 5 in Montana today. FPS was right with Windows. Oh, man, that's nice. Yeah, I really need to delve into that. I imagine like once I get the parts to try to build my RTP server, then it should be powerful enough to do it. But I feel like at that point too, if I'm installing a GUI, then maybe I could forego all of that altogether. Oh, something ain't right. Something ain't right. There we go. That's what I was missing. Make sure you set governor to performance. That's my biggest mistake or biggest advice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like once I get that stuff taken care of, like once I get to that point, yeah, I'm probably gonna do a stream about it so we can get that all taken care of. All right, something's not right. That color is off. Oh, I know why. There we go. I forgot. There we go. I love color coordination when you're trying to program because like it will let you know. Like it doesn't scream at you, but it'll let you know that look, something ain't right. You may want to fix that. See now there's a lot of this code that I'm putting in here that doesn't necessarily needs to be in here, but I'm including it now so that way I can make sure that it works the same way as it did on my other script. Okay. So, this should work. Something's gonna break. I know it. I can just feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Something is gonna break. So, all right, here goes nothing. let's see. Now in my first script, I have something that says, "Hey, uh-oh." All right, so something in 54 and 71. Some name right. Back to streaming for Mac OS. What are you doing, silly man? All right, let's see. What was the actual error it gave? 0 command not found. Okay. Damn it, what were the lines again? Jeez. Line! 54 and 71. All right. Damn it. Keep forgetting that those need to have spaces in between them. What am I doing? This is fucking baby shit. I'm making all these baby mistakes. I'm gonna sit back, relax, watch this code run. I'm taking me a nice little sip. Of course, shit breaks some more. As soon as my client lets me spend money, I'm getting a raise of 15, trading the Mac Pro in. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've been enjoying my 2017 MacBook Pro. I really only use it for work and a couple of other things. Actually, mainly just been writing this. 55 and a whole bunch of 72s. Alright, so what's on 55? Because again, I am doing weak sauce shit. What broke on 72? But seeing as I can stream 1080p 60 on medium, I love it. You know, I should try. I really kind of want to see what I can do with my work MacBook Pro. But also in the same token, I don't know if I want to try to do something. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so I don't know. Maybe what I was doing with 55 may have fixed what's going on with 72. Let's try. Let's see. Nope. So 55 is still broken. Alright. Shit. That's why. Alright, so let's check out 72. Alright, so that's the Y one. Yep, I see what's going on here. I forgot. There we go. And see, the thing with bash scripts is like, it's not because it's not a compiled language. It's not like it'll try to compile and say, hey, we don't know what this is. It will not tell you until you try to run the scripts. Like, bruh, something ain't right. This command don't work. Okay, that's Definitely not true. I do share followers between these accounts, but obviously something is broken because it didn't even give me the output. It's not giving me any output of anything. So okay, so let's come down here. Let's do echo. Oh shit. I wonder if that'll work. Because what was happening was I was overwriting the arrays. There was nothing in array 2 because nothing was being written to array 2. So let's see if I fixed it now. Alright, so what was on 65? All right, nope, that doesn't work. So what I'm gonna have to do is actually take these while loops and put it into these if statements, into this if statement. That's not what I want. Okay, let's get rid of that one. You know what? I'm actually going to get rid of the username too. I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. And just for posterity, I'm going to keep that there. All right, let's try that now. Now, based off of that if statement, between whether of whatever the argument is, it should go ahead and save it. Save the information to the arrays. All right, so now. Yeah, there should have only been like 3 matches because I follow 3 of the 4 users and not your friends only because, well, no, it should only be 3 because of the fact that I don't follow myself. Excuse me, but I'm not sure how that's counting. GBZ, thank you for that, host. And those are coming from a GBZ stream. It's your boy Mark Summers, MajorsHouse, SpaceHouse.com. I promise you I'm here. But I didn't want to cover my code with my, my one face. I didn't want to distract from the code with my face. So, actually, I just didn't want to cover code that I've written with my face. So, all right. So, for some reason, it's not matching up properly. It's because it's saying it's matching everything, which shouldn't be the case. Yeah, see, everything matches. And it tells me I have 328 matches, which should not be true. Seeing is that the amount of lines in Major Linux is 328, which again suspects me to believe that Array 2 grabbed all of the let's see, I need to turn off all the noise. So let's actually just I know. Ah, shit. I fucked up. Okay. All right, so this one, so if it's equal to 0, echo this is 0. And here I'm going to echo this is not 0. Therefore, I want to see how many times this is not 0 show up. So let me know how many times those loops run. All right, so there. 4. This is not zeros. So I don't think. Wait, hold on. I have a command that will tell me. Oh, yeah. That's what I want to know. What are the two numbers that are in that in those arrays? How many indexes are in those arrays? It should be like 300 something and 4. Okay. So we confirm that. So by this point, the correct number is right, but let's go ahead and grab everything from here that I need. All right, so let's step through. Let's step through and see what we got here. So x is 0, y is 0. You get those two the two entries for these two arrays. And we figure out what I is. Why is I here? Yeah, what purpose is I serving right now for it to be here? Yeah, why did I put, yeah, why is I there? And for some reason, even in my other commit, oh, I think I was counting how many times it was running. That's what I was doing. All right, so if array 1 of x equals array 2 of y, then it doesn't match. Increments y, and there's a break, which means it shouldn't do that at all. But then it comes out, once it breaks, it does y equals 0, x plus 1, and it starts all over again. Which means this will be x0, y0, which should match. Because x0, y0 match. So x1, y0 should not match. Let's see here. Let's... while x is less than 1, do. what I do wrong now? Line 80. Because I keep forgetting that that needs a space. All right. All right, yeah. So X. So that should only run through one iteration of X's before it's like, yep, we're done here. All right, so I found a match. Okay, so let's... Wait a second. It's supposed to be telling me what those are, but it didn't. Those are blank. Let's say 2. Ah, nope, no. Just 2. There's nothing in them at all. Oh my god. I found the problem. There we go. So while it was supposed to be accepting line data, I was setting the variable as line date. So what it was doing was inputting a whole bunch of null values for both arrays, and of course they would all match. Boom. Now that works. Because now all the data's in. Oh my god. That was... I am so angry with myself right now. Actually, yeah, I don't have to rewrite that because I commented that out. Now... while that's running... yeah, I try to do the best I can with the information I got. Oh look, somebody's counting on me to try to figure out some moderation shit. But look, it matched 3 people. Which makes sense because both myself and Not Your Friends are following The High Hill Gamer, J Dukes, and K is Better. While Not Your Friends does have 4, the 4th person Not Your Friends is following is me, which I can't follow myself, so it would only return back only 3 people. That we have 3 people in common. Now that we have this, what I'm gonna do, and again, like I was looking at a Discord, somebody's really hoping that I can make this a little bit easier. So I need to see what they're talking about and see if I can make it easier. Because boy, I am coding away, and hopefully I can put this in a format that people can use that isn't a Linux shell script or bash script. Not shell script. Shell scripts don't work here. Bash scripts do. Gotta be careful. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of all these echoes because I don't need them anymore. All right, so let's see if I cleaned it up. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna actually add some more outputs now that I've gotten rid of all the outputs I don't need, or at least the outputs I don't think I need. I guess I'll find out if there are more because now I'm not dumping out huge swaths of information. Okay. Actually, no, that's not where that goes. Oh shit, yeah, I could totally put it up here. Oh no, it's gotta go under here where I've set the username. Alright. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, so let's run it and let's see if we get the output. Importing client ID, populating following information for Major Linux. Populating following information for not your friends, comparing data between Major Linux, not your friends, and the number of matches between Major Linux and not your friends, 3! We did it! Alright. So now I kind of want to take this show on the road here. Well, for one, let's do some comparative shopping. Let's do some comparison shopping now. What I would ultimately like to do at the end of this, though, like if I actually had some more time, actually I still got like a couple of hours, but what I would like to do is put in multiple accounts, but like that's going to take a lot more validation. Oh shit, and that's one thing I forgot to do was actually add in validation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's take Gary's online here. And Kekistani Epic. So it doesn't take long to get their information because they don't have his. They're not following as many accounts as I am. Man, that's just. This is so beautiful. Let's take two of the bigger ones. Actually, I think we've got two that match completely. So I'm missing one. That's a Dilbert dog. That's what I'm missing. It's 136, 136, 135, 130. All right. So let's do Cranky Corn Snake. And because I've typed this in so many times, I remember his. I remember this one by heart. All right. So bringing in information for Cranky Corn Snake. Dilbert Dog 22. And boy, for both of those accounts, and I should actually highlight that. I may need to put the information, like how many each account follows. For both of these accounts, I have 130 or following 136 different accounts. I got 136 matches. How about that? Seems very peculiar. So let's see. I think that's how you spell his name, right? Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, I think that's right. It would probably return an error if it wasn't. Actually, yeah, because I'm like, I wonder if running this information against Ninja would cause the shit to break. Let's see here, because I don't know if it broke. I honestly don't know if it broke. Like, I find it very hard to believe that there is no overlap between the two. Let's see. Let's actually, yeah, let's turn off all the dev nulls. Like, they have to be following. Like, there has to be some mutual followers there, so. Because I'm wondering if it's breaking and I need to put spaces in the API calls. Oh, no. Apparently. Let's take a look at this. All right, so something's wrong here. Only 2 users were reported back for Dr. Disrespect, right? That shouldn't have happened. So I'm wondering if all right, so how about this? Let's switch it up. And see, this is where maybe having the number of people following, once I get that information, probably will help. I already collect that information. All right, so maybe I'm spelling his name wrong, because it didn't matter what order I put it in. Dr. Disrespect only returned 2 users, or 2 accounts that it's following. All right, so I copied it from the browser. Maybe I just spelled his name wrong. Put respect on that name. There we go. Yep, I did. And look, between the both of them, they follow 30. They follow. Jim, what's the word? They have in common 34 accounts that they follow. Also, what I could do with that, if I really, really wanted to, was then take that information, like to actually create a second array or a third array, excuse me, with those IDs, and then run them back into the Twitch API so I can figure out what those accounts are. Which again, like, while this is all edification, and again, like, between this, showing you this stuff, between showing you how to, excuse me, mass collect or mass download Twitch clips, I am using tools that could ultimately be used for bad. And that's the one, that's the whole, that's the one bad thing that always comes of, you know, oh man, look at these cool things that I can do, man, it's so awesome. Oh, respect. Oh, what is it? So what is it? All right, hold on. Oh, repect. I'm sorry, I was missing the. I see it now. I was missing the S. All right, all right. So now I'm curious. Who the hell is Doctor Disrespect? Who Disrespect? Who is that? So apparently, it's somebody who could have possibly been trying to almost like a misspelled URL that you just have it here to just gather like just dispel viruses and shit out. Oh no, I know who Dr. Disrespect is. I know who that guy is. I'm talking about this person, the one who doesn't have the S, the one I was misspelling. This guy. Who is this person? Yeah, I know who this guy is. Yeah, I know who this guy is. I want to know who that guy was I was misspelling. That's the one I want to know. All right, so now that we got that, now that we have that cleared up, I do want to oh shit. I'm putting that in the wrong spot, aren't I? Yep. Actually, let's, instead of creating two different lines, I can just take this one, remove it, put it below the following, and then say, all right, populating following information for who is following follow count accounts. The one with missing letters, his wife's fake account, they catch it. Ah, chill, fam, chill. Oh my god, yo. Flame hell. Alright, so I'm gonna check two small accounts here. Let's see. Who do I want to pick on? You know what? I'm gonna pick on my two co-hosts for I'm Not Your Friends. The High-Heeled Gamer and Jay Dukes. And between them, they follow the same 8 people. I hope I am one of them. I hope Not Your Friends is the other. If not, they got some splaining to do. But yeah, so now I have a nice clean tool that I can use to compare accounts. Like honestly, at this point, I can hold on. I'm gonna make sure I'm safe in my house. Like at this point, if I were to ever get emails from weird accounts and I want to compare them against others, especially if I suspect that they are not on the up and up, I could totally do that. I can totally run them against each other. Damn, I want to try. This is cool. Like now that I've like really created a really really cool thing that functions, it works, it gives me output. Oh man, like that's exciting. Taking me back to fucking college. I'm trying to think like what are two. Not so to Twitch, but what I'm pretty sure they've got better tools than what I got. All right, what I'm gonna do? Let's see. Xbox is following 30. Wow, PlayStation is like really up there. They fucking feeling themselves. This stuff obviously doesn't work. Let me find out. PlayStation over here feeling uppity as shit though. Like, oh, we only follow 8 accounts. We only follow 8. Now I'm curious. Who does PlayStation follow? Mad Max game? Really? That's what we do? Arrowhead GS? What do they do? Oh, Sid Schumann, PewDiePie. They don't even follow their own first and second party studios. I know they have Twitch accounts. Like, come on. What are we doing here? It's Xbox following. They clearly have 33. PMS Proxy, Tamac, Forza, Restream.io. Okay. Rockstar Games. And again, so why is Sony not following Rockstar Games? Like, don't they have exclusive content from RDR2? Granted, I played RDR2 on my Xbox, so there's that. Microsoft Studios, Gears of War, various Twitch accounts for their region, for specific regions. Epic, Halo, Mojang. They follow Twitch. PlayStation doesn't even follow Twitch. Alright, so seeing that Sony doesn't have any accounts there, or PlayStation doesn't have any accounts that they're following, we're going to run them against Xbox. We're going to run Nintendo against Xbox. So 33 for Xbox, 1 for Nintendo, but there is a match. There is one single solitary match. Whoever Nintendo is following, Xbox is also following. All right, so who do you think it is? Who do you think that both Nintendo and Xbox are following? There's one correct answer here. Who is it? Who is the account? All right, Donut says Twitch. I mean, again, you can easily verify this too. Like, this is the worst game show. All right, so let's go over to Nintendo. We've got Twitch. I think it's Twitch too. I mean, it's kind of the obvious. It's Ubisoft. Wow. Not Twitch, but Ubisoft. That makes sense. I mean, Xbox is Xbox is doing the right thing. They're following all the devs, or a decent amount of devs and publishers. Nintendo will follow Ubisoft because that's the only big publisher they've been working with Mario plus Rabbids recently. Out of left field with the Rayman. That's okay. So Nintendo is just that much more exclusive than Sony. But again, you're able to hit that one little touch. And again, I don't know, HAL Laboratories, Intelligent Systems. I think that's Fire Emblem. So yeah, HAL Laboratories, Intelligent Systems. Yeah, they may not have Twitch accounts, but let's see. But yeah, this is a fun little tool now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload this thing. I'm gonna upload the source to GitHub. I would like to see more. I would like to work on it some more. I probably do need to go in and comment like what's doing what. Also I need to do that with my Twitch. I actually need to, or my clip stump. I need to actually modify that one. I think it could be more modular. But to know that I can run this one on like some of the biggest accounts, granted, if you're partnered, you're not following so many people. You can keep that, community tight knit. Like, I would like to see. That's the thing. I would like to know what accounts out there are following the most people. Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna run against two bots in my chat that probably don't follow anybody because they're bots. Let's see, Commander Root, and wow, none of the surfboards are in here today. That's surprising. And positivity bot. I think I spelled it right. Oh no! So both Commander Root and Positivity Bot are all following one account, but they are not following the same account. Yeah, that's some. Oh, you know what? What's it? It's electric, right? It's electric surfboard and electric skateboard. Not like I couldn't find it out, but. All right, none of them are following any accounts, so. So electric skateboard and electric surfboard are two bots. Electric skateboard was like one of the first, like not one of the first on Twitch, but it was when I started seeing more and more bots on my channel. That was the first one that showed up, electric skateboard. Then surfboard came up, like especially when I started getting more people in here. But yeah, now I got Commander Root, Positivity Bot. But yeah, this is cool. Like it's almost like I want to take requests now to see like who, like what, like just these comparisons because it's so fun and it's easy now. If you upload it again, let us know. I'd like to learn a little from what you've done. Hydrate. No, I've not gotten a hydrate bot. Maybe they can see that, on like a lot of my streams I do have at least something in here to drink. But normally I'm not streaming more than 4 hours. But then again, I've never really seen Hydrobot in here. Apparently they want me to die of thirst. I'm trying to think of more, damn, was it, competitors. Need Scotch Bot. I need Tequila Bot. You've been streaming for 2 hours. You should take a shot. Hey. Damn, I'm trying to think of. Oh, I know. I got one. AMD and Nvidia. AMD's falling 39. Nvidia's falling 31. Wow, boy. That divide has never been clear. Like, no, you're either team AMD or team Nvidia, none of the other. Shot of water, you booze hound. Look, I'm not a booze hound. Blackhead Fusion. I'm pretty sure a cat will fill us in tomorrow. 8 hours later, man, just on the floor. Nah. I would say that, yeah, my liver is like fucking iron. It's got an iron liver, but that was probably the case like 10 years ago. Buy AMD stock before next week? I probably should. Let's see. So it's AMD and Nvidia. I'm trying to think here. Who? I'm trying to there are a whole bunch of peripheral manufacturers, so I don't see like one or the other. Like I'm looking for like a black versus white, an oil versus water. I mean, granted, Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony are not that, but Intel and Nvidia. Does Intel have a Oh, Intel has 7, Nvidia has 31, and there are none matching between the two. What about AMD? Like, I imagine those two wouldn't like really fight as much. Nope. Especially now that Intel and AMD are in bed together. That's kind of odd. You know what? I wonder. Halo does. I think Halo has one. Let's do Halo and Bungie. Wait, is Bungie not real? That just returned to 0. Wow. Okay, Bungie. We see you out here. All right, Bungie. Following nobody. That break was just, man, fuck you, Halo. I don't care. Go be with whoever. You ain't gotta leave with us. Actually, I feel like it's the other way. I think Halo was like, all right, well, Bungie's leaving. No, it's okay. I understand. Like, part of me is like looking at like, you know, can I look up the difference between Tylenol and Advil? But none of them had Twitch accounts. Oh man, this is fun. I'm like, this is a great game off of some dumb shit I built. Like, now that, again, like, it felt like weight's been lifted off my shoulders, and now I'm having some good fun with a script I wrote, which, I mean, should be easy to port over to any program. I mean, I would like to see this. I would like to put this like on a website somewhere. Like, I know with my basic HTML and PHP knowledge, I could probably like write just a highly inefficient code that will report this information. Like, it would suck to wait for it, but again, I'm not that far with Django and Python. Oh, by the way, this isn't an affiliate link. It's something I actually grabbed from Humble Bundle's website. So I'm not going to get paid for this. I can really care less about it. If I can find where my chat went. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So Python for 2019. Humble Bundle is selling it for like the next about less than 2 weeks. I will definitely be grabbing that, taking a look at some of that stuff too, so I can shore up my Python knowledge, because you guys have been asking for it. I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, their price wasn't bad, but I'm waiting till after I get back from vacation to spend that money. But yeah, so I don't know. That's all I got. Like, it's not. Yeah, it's not a very long stream. I'm probably need to go to bed because, again, like, I'm tired, but I've got that second wind. I could play some Overwatch or something, but honestly, for me, what I would like to do is I would like to upload this to GitHub. So honestly, if you would like to follow along, hit me up. Definitely. Hey, there. Oh wait, no, that's. Oh no, that works. That totally works. That was totally unplanned. Thank you, MajorsBot. You are the person. You are the bot. It's my bot. But definitely hit me up. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I will probably post a link to the GitHub. Actually, I should probably just. Just probably, follow me over there anyway. Yeah, so there's my GitHub link. So yeah, definitely check that out. The clips dump stuff is there as well. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the clips dump. It is. Yeah, actually, I wrote after I finished writing this tonight, Sunday night. I wish there was a way I could make this bigger, but because it's like there's no word wrap. But yeah, I did write it to where it takes in a broadcaster ID. So like you have like two config files. Like I'm pretty sure I could like you can name them whatever, but I named them txt. Oops, nope, that's gonna be wrong. That's gonna be wrong. Oh, you're gonna watch me do a live edit. What is it? But is this uploaded? It's not telling me. Uh-oh. Oh, no, duh. Wow, you're definitely watching me like misspell shit like a motherfucker today. All right, yeah, there we go. Writing all the code. So yep, so we got this here. All right, yeah, so there we go, man. Add another commit. Get to watch that live. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like this one seems like it's cleaned up. I'm gonna probably add some not commands but comments to explain like what each section does, even though like there's an echo to kind of tell you what's happening. And I'm probably going to do the input validation, so that way if you input one, it'll tell you, hey, that's an issue. If you input more than one, like I don't even know, like what happens if I actually input more than one. Oh, it just totally ignores the third one anyway. So, I mean, I guess that would make sense. It's only accepting like two variables, and like that's the only part I didn't mind hard coding in, because like again, I only need two. Like we can probably work on three, but that just. Actually, let me take a look here, because I wonder if the way I wrote it, other than hard coding this, and also this, because this is definitely only set up for two. Yeah, it probably, well, yeah, that arg is the only thing. Yeah, the arg is the only thing that's keeping it from really doing anything else. Oh, yeah, let me clean that up. Don't need that anymore. But yeah, so it does it. Man, that was fun. But yeah, like I'm gonna probably keep poking around with this. Do a little bit. Yeah, just doing a little bit more investigation as to what's going on, what I would like to fix, what I would like to poke into. Because I like to poke things. Poking things is so much fun, especially when you have consent to poke. All right. But yes, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I think I actually have I think I got enough. I think we had enough action to where I could probably run some credits tonight. Yay! Things happen. Yay! It's got new people following the channel. Force Win TV, Bruce Wayne BPT. And thank you for your support, Bruce Wayne BPT, for that sub. Yes, it's always great when I have enough things to kick off credits, because it's so boring and so sad when only the moderator shows up, which happens to be my bot. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. I really do appreciate. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. Really do appreciate it. And of course, I wish it would list hosts, but that would be a very, very long list, I assume. And probably very unwieldy. I try to show up every time I see you on. Well, thank you, Don. I really do appreciate that. I really do. Oh, and of course, now my stream deck doesn't want to work. You know what? Forget it. I can just type in the command. So definitely it is time to thank these illustrious hosts. I need to change that. Yeah, for some, like, from time to time, the stream deck decides, like, we don't feel like we want to be authenticated to Twitch today, so fuck you. And I only find that out when I'm trying to run a command. It's like, nah, we don't want to do it today. We're good. So thank you to the illustrious hosts this evening. So shouts out to Sodu Bread, Tiny415, Kalana, and oh yeah, I'm going to see Tiny415 in a couple of days. Hey, Kalana and Brinsky, GBZ. Thank you for that host earlier. Appreciate it. Jay Dukes, 1/3 of the Not Your Friends podcast, who we are now. Well, not now. We're still, the bots are still there. I need to go back and actually block them now. Like, they've been there for so long, and even if I blocked them, they would have still been there. But yeah, I need to go ahead and start blocking them. And now I have tools to test against them to see if they are still a part of this little bot army thing. But definitely check us out at notyourfriends.com, twitch.tv/notyourfriends. We are live each and every Wednesday night at 8:30-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, if you can't come join us live, definitely hit us up, anchor.fm/nacho-friends. Find it on the podcatcher of your choice. Where was I? Invader Seal, Dr. Hannah, Alacrity. I think that's Alacrity. The High Hill Gamer. She's the Oprah the Nerd World, and the second third of the Not Your Friends podcast. Mocha Jones 10, Sobe Dog 007, Meekler, Real Millennium Group, Light Loop Games, McKittens, Webslinger 67, Extra Life OCA, Tilly, Candyland 808, RFD 4534, King Daniel B. Man, Monster Cat must be offline. Tool Rod, Mississippi QVN, Silent Boxer 1, Station Dude, Spectre Sam 2, Nacho Friends, Zolaws 89, Split Logger G, Nitro, Game Enthused, Shikori, Spectre Sam 064, Reef Jack, Strapback Girl, Lance Mannon, The High Lord, Ashley AWOL, Smack Master Gaming, just to name a few. Wait, what did you not have to remind me of, Black Ev? And it was my pleasure, Alia. I love doing this, and it's been good to see, like, the turnout for this. Like, sitting and staring at code all day, I understand may not be the most thrilling thing, but I mean, I guess for me, it was like finding that one thing that's just interesting enough to bring some people in, and to see what can be done with it. Like, I would really like to see what can be done with the software, What can be done with the code. But it's kind of stream coding. I said I'd remind you if you didn't do it. Oh, did you? Well, damn. Well, I'm glad you didn't. I don't remember you saying that, but hey, I'm glad you didn't have to. Because initially I was gonna make a YouTube video about it, but I was like, you know what? Nah. As much as I like doing YouTube videos that aren't Twitch related, like that, or like doing like offline videos and stuff like that. For me, if I'm gonna sit at my desk, I'd rather just stream it at that point. The only time I sit at my desk and record a YouTube video is if I'm just like, all right, this is a game that I'm not gonna play on stream. I can really care less about it. I've got some time, like in between, like events, like I'm sitting home, like after work, and family isn't home yet. All right, let me knock out this 30-minute video covering a game, pop it on YouTube, just call it a day. But this did not feel like a thing I wanted to do, especially when I wanted to clean it up and kind of do more like, this is a fucking problem. Somebody needs to address it. I can't be that guy. I mean, I could be. If really anybody wants me to be that guy, all right, just hit me up and we'll talk. But like, there has to be more powerful people who can help fix this problem that Twitch apparently seems to have. Like I mentioned earlier, shouts out to Cypher of Tier. She is she and everybody she watches, hosts, raids are constantly being plagued by a streamer who apparently does not speak English, or like from he's from Europe, and his legion of followers who are going to harass other content creators that she hosts or views. And it's been happening for like 3 weeks now. To where, again, like this is where it's raising that question of like, how does somebody, like how do a whole bunch of people, like, or how does one person, once they're being banned, come in with a second account so quickly? And showing this information, like granted, the tool that I had where I was comparing Twitch followers, you're like, I mean, you could use it for anything, but the investigations going into it to build the tool show how easy it was. Like how quickly you can spin up a Twitch account. Like it's not that hard. Trolls are smart. It's unfortunate, like, yeah, I didn't come up with a solution to get rid of them, but to me it helps answers that question of how do they mobilize so quickly? Where do these accounts come from? I know there are some people who ask like, well, how do they, like, do they spend time just like creating accounts? Like, well, no, not really. Like you can create a script that can probably do that. Like I did. Well, I didn't make one for that. Or you may have to create multiple accounts. You can do that. You know, again, like these accounts were created almost like once a day. And it's not like you have to create multiple email addresses. I mean, you do, but it's not like you have to sign up for multiple Gmail accounts. Like I have MajorsHouse.com. That's my site. I have, like, you can check my email address. It's Marcus@MajorsHouse.com. I can create aliases for a whole bunch of accounts. I can have infinite amounts of email accounts, dummy email accounts that I can start up and turn down. Just have it up long enough to register an account and then turn it off. I don't need the email in there. I can really care less about it. As long as I've got something where I can sign up for an account, good. I can get rid of the alias and be done with it. I think it's pretty neat. Gives me a better understanding of how to do it myself. If you can geolocate it, it would be even. Oh man, that. Unfortunately, yeah, the API does not track IP addresses, which would definitely help to an extent. But again, like I said, trolls are smart. It's like the only nice thing I could say about a troll. They are very smart. To another thing is like, well, what if you cannot? Another question is like, well, can't you just IP ban trolls if they're creating multiple accounts? Well, yeah, if there weren't things called VPNs, which are very nice. Again, going back to the statement of, you know, we can create very dope, nice, helpful technology, but then somebody will use it to abuse the system. And yeah, so like EVX also saying like, yeah, like I have my own email server. So like when I go to car dealerships, when I am signing up for things, like I can take my phone out, log into my mail server, create a dummy account right there, give it to whoever just to see what's going to happen, and then disable the account when it starts getting spammy. We are just for a little bit. What's going on, Black Sheep? How you doing? So you guys just with VPNs all the time? Exactly. Like, it's like, I mean, it's all there. Like, it's sad. It's sad. Like again, I was pointing out with, like I said, the clip stump that I wrote. Again, like that code, like that's the code that's on GitHub. It uses an uses an Ubuntu package called YouTube-DL, which, let's face it. Thank you for the follow. Let's face it. Its sole purpose is to download YouTube videos. Now, like, there can be good applications for it, and even for me, I'm using the software to download my Twitch clips. You can technically use it to download anybody's Twitch clips. You can technically download it for its. You can use it for its intended purpose of downloading YouTube videos. Among other things, it gives you the option to strip video. So, you know, you can get the audio of a YouTube video, or you can get the audio of a video clip. So, I mean, again, take that however you want. It's a good piece of software. It's good to have. Like, I've used it on several occasions when my Twitch archives. Like, so I do a local recording here at home. So that way, you know, I get, like, it's a better recording, higher quality than what's being sent to Twitch. So I can upload that to YouTube. Sometimes things will happen. I will lose the file. OBS will crash on me and corrupt the video. Oh no, YouTube DL totally does it. Again, like, I know. I'm not going to say how I know, but I know. You do have to install FFmpeg to do it. Like, there are flags you can use to where you can do it. I've read places where you can do it. I've seen it happen. It's about as far as I'm gonna go with that. Sorry, I'm trying not to incriminate myself on some things. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask no questions. Don't ask them, and I won't tell you no lies. Yeah, we're just gonna. It does, but like, you do have to have FFmpeg installed to do it. Again, by reading, I've totally read it. That's all I can say. But yeah, like, if I ever had like OBS crash and my offline video becomes corrupted, then I'll actually use YouTube-DL. Oh, jeez, damn. Use YouTube-DL to it's purely speculation. But I will use YouTube-DL to download the archive from Twitch. Sometimes, actually, because I forgot you can. And the reason why I stopped using it for Twitch archives is because I forgot you can actually just download it from Twitch. Like, they'll let you download it. It takes forever. But yeah, like, I like to do that as opposed to just sending the archive from Twitch to YouTube, because I like to clip off the 15-minute music block that I have before I go live, and then add like an ending video to it. So yeah. But yeah, again, going back to the original thing, like, yeah, there's a lot of good software out there, a lot of things that keep people safe. I mean, again, like, talking about VPNs, we got people who are all over the country who are trying to do good things, but they're bad actors and they have to protect themselves online. So like, VPNs are good for that, but of course, then you got people who are using it to Aaron Swartz, RIP. And you got people who are using like the good things for bad, and it puts us in a very, very unique position. Like, the biggest thing nowadays is your right to privacy and encryption. To where, again, for bad actors that try to hack my shit, yes, I want end-to-end encryption. Yeah, like, it was sad. It was definitely sad to lose Aaron. But yeah, that's why we got to keep up that good fight. You know, there is still good in technology. It's just the people who do not understand it and who only see the bad, because, again, everybody's going to highlight the bad as opposed to the good. So everybody's focusing on the bad. They're going to just kind of go and keep attacking it. The problem is that because we have this tech startup culture, like, everybody knows how to code, but nobody knows how to code securely. Yeah, and there's that too. Yeah, like, I mean, for me, like, I work in a company where agile methodology is like bae. Unfortunately, when you release early release often, it has its issues with that. But yeah, so it's like, it's something you have to be careful about. You have to think about the security beforehand. A lot of people don't. Um, like for me, like it was something I had to think about when I was planning on doing these streams with the Twitch API, because I have to authenticate it in a certain way to be able to use the Twitch API. That way they know who's hitting the endpoints. But I didn't want to release my client ID, so I had to figure out a way to kind of code around that problem. So I mean, it's just a matter of like sitting and really thinking about that before releasing code, releasing your products. That's just going to keep happening as long as the money's rolling. Yeah, people want speed sprints, and there's a problem that comes with that when you have multiple teams working something. Yeah, but I mean, you can only hope that they'll get better. You can only hope that it gets better. Like I know with my company, like the security for a lot of mature companies, security is a big thing. I still think companies where their business model is to sell data, and again, not necessarily like selling data or handling data is a bad thing. That's another tight line. When talking about the handling of user data, like it's not inherently bad. It's just how people fuck it up. Like I don't think big data and data collection are necessarily bad things. It's just how the companies use that data, like what happens to that data, and everybody focuses on the bad, like how Facebook continuously fucks it up. Like I'm not mad at Facebook for collecting the data. I am mad at Facebook because they keep constantly fucking it up to where I don't want them to collect the data anymore. Like there are companies who do collect the data. They are very careful about it. They do keep it secure. They do allow you to access it so you can see what they have. And that you can kind of fix it, you can adjust. Apple, Google, I want to say Facebook does it. I think they now do it. Twitter, like they do allow you to get that access to that data and see what it's collecting, and you can make those decisions. A lot of people won't do that. So like for those cases, for those instances, for those people who are ignorant to, what's going on, you would hope that these companies would have those people's best interests in mind outside of, on top of like that's number one priority before making money. But of course, you put that green in their faces. Now it's like, privacy, what? Oh, you need that data now? Okay, here it is. Money, please. But, yeah, hopefully this didn't get too tinfoil hatty. That's not what I intended with this, with the ending here. It was a great, deep final thought. But yeah, but back to this, I kind of put a positive spin on this. Again, I'm glad that you all kind of came out. We talked about this stuff. Like talking about technology, I love doing it, and it's great to see people come in and are actively doing this, actively conversing about it, wanting to get educated, educating others, because again, just like the free flow of information and being able to learn is a huge thing. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. This was pretty intellectually stimulating. Jupiter Broadcasting needs you. Maybe Twitch.tv. I've been thinking about that. You mentioned Twitch.tv. I'm working on it. Not necessarily Twitch.tv, but one that's for them to focus on technology. I feel like Twitch.tv is definitely not in the 21st century, because again, the people who are running it are old as shit. It's like Congress, like the people who are making policy for us are old as shit. Like none of this fucking matters to me. When you're behind that veil of secrecy, you only have your morals to abide by. Yeah, so yeah, like I was following a lot of that stuff, but yeah, I just like I've listened to the tech guy a lot, and like I find myself like like no, no, don't, no. That's it's like listening to a Best Buy employee. What are we doing? Stop! Oh my god, no. But I'm hoping, like again, like I said, I'm 30 years old. I'm hoping that I can actually kind of establish something like that. Or I don't know if Twit.tv totally wanted to hire me to do something. Because man, that company does need some diversity. But yeah, I mean that being said, yeah, if Twit.tv totally wants to bring me on, like, hey, we can do this. I don't mind. I can sit here all day. Just give me some topics to talk about. We can do this all damn day. I was like, why you pushing Windows Apple crap and not Linux? We got exactly, but that's the thing with me when I'm listening to a lot of people, especially when Linux is starting to they're starting to get out there. Like you got Steam on Linux, and they're doing great strides there. You got some AAA developers on top of a lot of indie developers who are making shit that's running on Linux. Like Vulkan kind of really helped with that. To where, yeah, when you hear Linux mentioned in a conversation, everybody's just fucking dismissing it, and it pains me. It hurts me deep in my soul when people do that. But I don't know. Like I can't push it. I can't push it on anybody else. But hey, look, I'll enjoy it. Do real OSRS launchers and Debian repos. I was so stoked. Yeah, I've not used Debian in a bit. It's been a while. Actually, the most I've used Debian was when I installed Steam OS. I think I tried to install Debian in a VM, and it's like, yeah, okay, I'm good. If I need a Debian-ish system, I'll just use Ubuntu. Although they're not the Best Buy employee, you know, more of a product you want to buy, and they don't have, but you try to get you to buy something that is on sale, but exactly the same as you have at home, and the associates and TVs are shaking their head at their coworker. Yeah, it's the worst. Best Buy is the fucking worst. That's why I do all my research at home. I look it up. All right, do they have it in stock? Good. I'm gonna go over. Okay, I can't find it. Let me pull up my phone. I'm looking for this. Show me this. This right here. I want that. Do not sell me anything. I want what is on my phone right now. Do it now. Like, it's crazy. Wow, really? Chill with that, fam. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, I do not fucks with Leo. Like, I've seen some shit, too, where, like, he's very abusive to his staff, too. So it's like, yeah, like, seeing this, like, yeah, I don't fuck with you, Leo. Like, I'll literally watch anything else that doesn't have you, which sucks because a lot of their shows, like This Week in Google, This Week in This Week in iOS, fucking Mac Break Weekly, like there are a lot of shows that are really fucking good that have very intelligent people from those fields, like who work in these like fields, but he's on them and I can't stand it. Damn, grudges against Archie. Damn. Oh my goodness. What's going on, DeFran? Oh man, DeFran, you came in close to the end. I'm sorry. I heard that the priest is kind of iffy too. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard was it yeah, the priest guy. I forget what his name is. I heard he's kind of iffy. What I do this evening? So we cleaned up the Oh, you know what? No, you know what? While we're still here, I can show it to you. It's all good. It's all done. If I can find the buttons I'm looking for. There we go. Switch back over and so the Twitch Inspector app that I was working on Sunday, cleaned it up a bit. So that was kind of now it's ready to be pushed out to Git. Essentially what it does is it gets the following information for a couple of users, saves them, puts them into arrays, and then compares the number of followers between them, or between two users. So let's see. I'm gonna do and of course, because I follow so many people, it's gonna take forever to get that information for me. I guess this is why I was using smaller accounts, because it doesn't take as long with them. Yeah, and you see, compares similar followers between two accounts. So let's see here. All right, Donut. Let's follow. Oh wow! So Donut and Black Kev, you follow two accounts, these similar accounts. That's pretty cool. So yeah, like that's what I've been working on. Again, like as I had mentioned before, it was because of the fact that we've had some trolls on our podcast channel. What is linked between me and you? All right, we can go back. Linux and Black Sheep Spicy. And again, yeah, it takes forever for me because it's like just so interested in what everybody else is doing. Like I'm just following so many accounts on Twitch. Oh, we don't follow the same people. What are we doing? I did check out the Python. I haven't been able to really dig into it yet. When I got it, I was in the process of editing the best of 2018 for this channel. So again, check it out if you had it already. Totally did not spell that right. It totally says Lastis. There we go. Yeah, there are 5 parts of that. When I ran the clip dump, it brought down over about 150 clips, which totaled about 46 minutes in total. So I split them up. So use cache to followers retrieved within a certain timeout period. That viewers will load quicker. Yeah, that would make sense. Ultimately, what I could do is check to see if that list actually exists, if that file exists. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of work that can be done that could speed up the process. Like, that's an idea. The managing that might be a bit pain in the ass. I don't think so, because essentially it's just another check to say, hey. Because like everything's being saved, like the list of user IDs are being saved to a file, and they are saved as inspect username, inspect and then username. So on this machine, see, there we go. See, now we done got it going. We like round 2. We have round 2 going on. So I'm gonna bring it up here. Actually, that totally didn't even matter. Let's see. Let's do a grep for inspect. So there's all the accounts that I inspected. So essentially, yeah, so Dr. Disrespect, and Dr. Disrespect. Oh no, like I'm actually still within my 4 hours. I'm good. Yeah, who needs sleep? And plus, Defrain showed up, so you know we gotta go. Look, we're starting all over for Defrain. But yeah, so like for each person that I've ran against, it creates a file. Essentially, at this point, like we can use these as cache. So saying that, all right, if I put in username and when it starts comparing, we can even look in the code. So we can come up top here. So when it's already looking at user 1, we can sit and say, all right, right here at this point, instead of like before we go and check this, because it'll be another like probably another if then statement or if else statement. It's like if the file exists. So if this file exists, they'll check it up here. If it does, then we'll just skip it. Like we don't even need to do it. Like there's no need to do any of this. Then you can check it for the second variable. So all right, if the inspect file exists for the second variable for the second user, then we don't need to do any of this. We already have the names of the two users. So essentially we just need to upload them in. Jeez, damn. Like what's up with the fucking cracking voice? I'm a man, damn it. I'm a man. And essentially all we need to do is upload the files into arrays and we'll be good. We might want to add a refresh cache option that will overwrite current file. Damn, you're right. Gotta get that hydration. How about a lot of Kool-Aid now? Damn. I'd imagine what also could happen. All right, so you're right. So maybe because I'd imagine like like if an account is following anybody, like I imagine they wouldn't be a wild fluctuation of them. Or at least, like, again, for me having 300, I doubt that. Well, now because I'm trying to clean up some shit, which is the reason why which a lot of this code is based off of my whole cleanup script. There may be a point where, yeah, I would delete, like I would, not delete, but unfollow a lot of dead accounts to where, yeah, the numbers will fluctuate, but maybe create a check to say, all right, if the number of follows changes. So if the follow count changed between the user, then don't run it. Like don't run it at all. There's no need. But again, it's still a matter of trying to figure out like this is probably at a point where like I want to put this into like Django or like Python, somewhere where there's a database, as opposed to having it read from a whole bunch of files. But again, like for me running this all in Bash, none of this is in memory. They're all commands that are referencing different files. But yeah, like it could totally work. But like for right now, yeah, like it's just going to create the file every time. But yeah, checking to see if the file exists. Yeah, like it wouldn't work necessarily because of the fact that, again, you could just delete or add new users and then the data would just be wrong for whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, again, like, yeah, this code isn't necessarily finished. I would like to work on it some more. But for me, it's just really nice to kind of have at least some semblance of a working thing that just looks fucking cool. Like, I don't remember ever writing any code. Like, again, I have a degree in computer science. I've learned programming, or was taught it. Whether I learned it is another thing. I mean, obviously I learned enough to where I know what shit is called almost. Excuse me, and kind of know where I need to Google or ask or whatever. But of all the things that I have ever coded in my life, this has by far been the coolest. And I probably even and then for me, I have to thank my job for that. Because I would not be interested in APIs. Like, I'd be looking at, man, everybody's talking about APIs, but I really don't know how that works. Until, like, I had to give a presentation where I built a RESTful API. And then had to access the API endpoints using curl, which is the reason why I'm writing all this in Bash, because it's the only language I know how to access an API outside of, like, a web browser. But it's the only place where I know how to access an API and actually do something with that data once I get it. Um, like on a browser, I can just look at it. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. Okay. The coolest was a C++ app that I wrote when I worked at Exxon. Damn, okay, look at I'm flexing right now. um, okay, you know what? I still think this is the coolest, but another thing that I'm proud of, another project, I was only like 15 lines ago. I'm still flexing. Yeah, Exxon Mobil. Yeah, that's right. I wrote code for big company. I mean, I would like to. Yeah, I wrote some code that is being used at IBM, but I know it's not. It was probably fucking busy work while I was an intern there. Um, yeah. Now I'm curious. Yeah, what did it do? Um, but yeah, one of the other coolest things that I've wrote, and I think I still have the. I might have the source for it somewhere. I don't remember. Actually, it shouldn't be that much to code it back if I really sat and give it time. But I create with for a senior project, my team, we created a website to where you can choose the packages to put into a Fedora live image, and then what happened in the backend again, because Bash was about the only thing I knew. On the back end, so the PHP for the form, like once you submit the form, you have PHP create a kickstart file. I would have a couple of bash scripts that were running on cron that check like every minute when a kickstart file was detected, execute the kickstart file, generate the image, and then email the user when the image was done and where they can find it. So yeah, that was cool. And it worked flawlessly. And like it was on an old Dell machine. And I wanted to take it and actually put it on like better hardware that we can kind of process this information faster and actually do more of these at one time. But yeah. Like I really do want to find that I want to find that code again. I would like to try to put it somewhere. Maybe pay enough at DigitalOcean to get a machine that can process that stuff. So let's see here. I was telling that story. I'm catching up with chat now. It simply gathered input from the IT person for automating the upgrade process for Windows 95. Damn. Okay. Yeah, this is way back in 95. This is a 97, 98 time frame before a lot of automation tools existed. That's dope. Yeah, look, game recognized game, and you looking hella familiar. It ended up being used to upgrade over 250,000 computers. Yeah, that's fucking impressive. Like, damn. Look at the old code you wrote. You're a brave man. You can't do that. I enjoy it. And like the thing is too, like if I were to look at the old code, for me, it would give me that inspiration to try to optimize it, make it a little bit better. Honestly, yeah, I would like to find it and upload that shit to GitHub. Like I'm sure GitHub was a thing when I wrote this, because this was back in 2006, 2007 maybe. I think GitHub was a thing, but shit, I ain't fucking know. And I didn't know whether or not I wanted to share code like that, but now because I've been doing open source shit for a long time, yeah, I'm all about that. And at least too, if I were to post it on GitHub, said, look, yo, that shit is totally mine. Somebody tried to steal it. It's mine, damn it, it's mine. Oh, I need to fix that. The timer. But yeah, I wonder if I can find it. I should probably look for it. I'm pretty sure I have it saved somewhere. Like, I would not be surprised if it was actually on the hard drive of this computer. I don't know why it would be, but I do it occasionally on purpose. Could I write it better now? If not, then either A, I'm an expert with nothing more to lose, or I need to get learning because I haven't grown as a developer. Exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing. You gotta keep that shit sharp. You gotta keep it sharp. But yeah, I don't mind that at all. And it's like I don't have much code to look back on, so I would definitely like to look at what that was. But then again, too, I would need a Fedora. I would need a Fedora box to actually be able to test it on. And yeah, I don't think I have one that could handle that workload. Or I don't know. Maybe my Digital Ocean Droplet could. Oh yeah, definitely. Mine will be devoid of comments because, again, as I mentioned last month, man, who writes comments? Who writes comments? Why would you do that? Oh man, yeah. Oh no, you're right. You're right. Like, writing comments are the best thing. Again, like before you showed up, I was like, yeah, I should probably put comments in this script so that way people know what the fuck is happening. Yeah, that for the most part, shit, fuck, I don't know. And that's the thing. Like, if I were to find that, if I was to find that old code, I could probably look at it like, I don't know what it did in 2007, but in 2019, I know what it does now. I've seen this enough to where I can explain it. I know what this does, and hey, I may know a better way to do this. Again, one is like not writing shit in PHP and Bash. That's one thing. That's one and two. But yeah, this has been fun. This has really been fun. And again, like, I love doing these because then, again, we get here talking about tech, coding, and all this shit, and then fuck it, like, you're like, yeah, I was supposed to end this about an hour ago, but yeah, we're still here, we're still rapping, we're still chopping it up because I love doing this shit. It's almost where, like, just talking. It's almost like just talking about, we were talking about science and technology, so I technically don't have to change the prompt there. Hopefully nobody report me say, oh, he's not in the right category. Like, no, we're talking about science and technology, damn it. Like, I will occasionally switch back over to my code because that's what we're talking about. I'll occasionally ask stuff like, if I were a real developer, this would be a class, but alas, I'm not, so enjoy this procedural code. Oh my god. I wish I was fucking witty like that in college. That'd have been nice. They crack myself up. Give me something to laugh about. And in a time where, you know, not everything's funny. I'm just looking at the list of files I have on my server or on my computer. And it's something called Echo Major. I was like, what the hell is that? Oh wait, I know exactly what that is. And then there's the classic, I was hungry, so here's your spaghetti code. Nice. What's going on, John? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Just chopping it up. Just having a nice little, you know, after stream conversation. I definitely enjoy it. I really do appreciate you guys coming through. Almost in stream today. That's the sad thing. That's the injustice that almost was suffered today. Thank you for that follow, John. Again, sorry it says anonymous. I have no clue why it's doing that. Maybe I could take this code. Maybe I could take what I'm learning and actually make better Twitch alerts. Damn. Streamlabs. Damn. Well, I'm anonymous after all, in def. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Am I being transcoded? Wait, no, transcribed. That's the word I'm looking for. Transcoded. Actually, am I? Oh no, actually, that broke. That's fun. Why are you broken? Tell me. Oh, it looks like I am being transcribed though. I mean, transcoded. Damn. Eventually, I'm gonna get these fucking words right. Yes. Yes, I do. Not this. Again, I like to call it code, but it was essentially just like very, very elaborate and hard bash scripting. Because that's the only thing I know how to do right now. But I'm learning. I am learning. And again, like I posted earlier, I wonder if I still actually have. I doubt if I still have this. Nope, I don't. Where is it? again, I will point out that I am not affiliate with Humble Bundle, so I am not getting any cut of that. I just want to share it because, again, I am planning on buying this in the near future. But yeah, if you are interested in learning Python, if you want to show up your skills, definitely check out that bundle. $15 for a shit ton of ebooks, man. Like that's just fucking dope, and I can't wait. Like, I'm waiting till after I get home from vacation before I pick up mine. Learning she already there. Oh, thank you. If I had the complexion to do it, I'd be blushing right now. The endless respect for that man that learns Bash on his own. I still have nightmares about that Bash lab I went to. I do have a Python 3 and Flash programming these days. Got myself a Python 3 based Twitch bot. Just can't get notifications at work. Okay. Yeah. So I'm in the process of learning Django. So I'm watching some series of YouTube videos on learning Django in Python. He mentioned that he did a series before about Flask, and I might look into that too. But a friend of mine in a Discord server that I'm in recommended Django, so I decided to dive into that. And I will probably get back into that maybe a little bit tomorrow during work. And probably take a break because, again, I'm on vacation this weekend starting Thursday. Hooray! And then probably get back in that like real hard. That way I can kind of keep myself distracted at work. Give me something to do. Look like, all right, yeah, I'm coding. Sure, don't bother me. I'm learning stuff. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna use it for my job. Even though I'm learning Python and not Spring, because I hate Java. Excuse me. Bundle is amazing, but if I'm being honest, I'd probably never use it. I'd forget about it and just end up Googling everything. But yeah, that's the thing too. Like for me, I'm going through the Django stuff like on YouTube, so I can kind of get that base knowledge. And for me, I'm the kind of person like, yeah, if you provided me with existing code, I'd rather go through that, poke at it, and figure out how I need to use it. Like the fucking scripts that I wrote are like they were all essentially jumbled up pieces of code from other websites. Cause like I need to know how to do a while loop and an if statement or if else statement, and you know how to the arrays. Oh my god. But then once I had it, I actually understand how that shit worked. Was able to mold it into what I needed it to do. I got guys I work with on high level shit and they can't do what you did. Really? That's like when I went to apply for my job at Red Hat. It was like, how do you what was it? How do you reset the root password? And I was like, well, you just boot it. You change the flag. Shit, I forget where exactly it is. I forget what it's called. But like when you boot it up, you could choose the kernel. You add a flag to the end of one of the lines. I forget which one it is. But if I saw it, I could do it. Change the flag to 1 or silent. I think emergency. I can't remember. Boot using that special string, and then you get put in emergency mode, and you can change the password. And like that seems simple. I thought I was wrong, but it's like, yeah, you're right. Like, okay, like, yeah, you wouldn't believe how many people don't know that. Bullshit. That's easy. So easy. I thought I had it wrong. And so here's a question: are Python libraries version agnostic? Been trying to figure this out for a bit. Oh, you did me. I have access to LinkedIn. LinkedIn has a learning service now. When I was at my previous job, was university. They had Linda. I think it was Linda, not Lydia. I think it was Linda. But never really got interested in learning any of this shit until I had to do a presentation for work last month. I was like, yeah. Oh, now I really want to learn this. Well, between the presentation and the front page is what kicked it off. But after my presentation, I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I really do want to learn this. Some libraries are hard coded for specific versions of Python, aka Python 3x or Python 2.7. As a faculty member at Penn State, I get unlimited access to Linda. Yep. So well, I guess we're going to name what university we're working for. Yeah, I was at UNC, the Tar Heels, which people think that this is what this is, but no, it's Panthers. My terrible ass football team. So that's what I usually start with. Most libraries are supposed to be based on the most recent development library, as there are two versions mainstream. 2.7 is old, and still while they use 3.x, it's new, and Python is trying to push everyone to the new. Yeah, it was weird what I had to do to get Python 3 to actually work. It was a little bit more involved, so I can get Django, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. So MBD, no big deal. In general, stuff like pip. I love pip. Pip is great. Yeah, most Linux users can't do it. Mostly Ubuntu users. Yeah. But yeah, my Django test app is being run in Ubuntu. Mainly because it's being run on my site MajorsHouse.com. So like, because I was following through on the video for the tutorials, and like, yeah, so go to localhost. Well, shit, I don't know if it's gonna work here on this Windows box in this subsystem. Let me go take this over to my Linux box where, I can really hit it up in a web browser and be okay. So I went over there. Pro tip: Fedora CentOS sucks for Python programming. Oh, don't tell me that. I used to use Linux Mint for a bit. So a lot of my stuff used to run on Fedora. Then when I switched over to DigitalOcean, they actually provide like a WordPress, just like one-click install. So I just did that for all my websites. But for my mail server, I actually run that on Fedora because I know how to do that on Fedora. I didn't want to have to relearn shit in Ubuntu. Tar Heels are your team? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, like I have no affinity to I have no affinity to any college team, so I'm like, nah, I'm good. So Fedora itself brings its default to Python in it. Trying to develop for Python 3 with libraries that Fedora doesn't support. Can't you use EPEL? Is it not an EPEL? Or RPM Fusion? Yeah, I don't know. At this point, like the way you guys are talking, like I'm kind of glad that I chose Ubuntu. 2.7, yeah, that is so mainstream. You had to use some symbolic links to change things around so that I can do Python-y stuff without having to do like pip 3 or Python 3 or shit like that. Hey, question: what's the point of Ubuntu? Isn't it like the most mainstream Linux out there? But that's a good question. I don't know. I think I tried using Windows. I didn't think I liked it very well. Ubuntu, in my honest opinion, was designed to make Linux more accessible to the end user. Users that are not powered. Yeah, like that. Like Ubuntu is what I learned Linux on before I craved more, and then my North Carolina A&T, our computer science department, used Fedora for their Linux, and I went over there and never looked back, especially when I realized, oh, that's the home team. Question: what's the point of Linux as a whole? Oh, really? Linux is great. I mean, there's some deep answers. I'm pretty sure I'm far enough behind in the chat where somebody's explained it. I hope so. Somewhere along the line in the last 15 years, they took a couple of U-turns and went some odd way. Yeah, they did. Um, Linux is just Unix simpler. I hate having to load the occasional PPA for apt. Arch keeps it simple. Because the only people who use Linux are power users, unfortunately. If I recall, the story was Linus Torvalds wanted to make a Unix-like operating system that was simpler and easier to function and build on. OS. Linux is great UI. Oh, damn it, Black Kev. I need a working system all the time. That's something I have to tweak every so often. But then again, I'm just a loser. Oh no, you're not a loser. So Unix is an operating system similar to, I would say similar to Mac or Windows. Unix is an operating system that was developed by Bell Labs. Unix spawned Minix, Linux, FreeBSD. I think it was OpenBSD, BSD proper. I don't know. And Mac OS or Mac OS X or Mac or just no Mac OS, and then the variable X, whatever goes after that, which happens to be either 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I don't know what the number scheme for Mac OS is now. But yeah, Unix is kind of like the operating system in which everything originated except for Windows. Oh my god. You know what? I wouldn't mind doing that. I wonder if I could, try to install Gentoo on stream. Should I do it? $15-hour manual kernel compilation. See, it would have to be a VM. I would have to install it in a VM because I don't have well, damn, I do have a computer, but it's so far over there that I have nothing to I don't have any cables long enough to reach that computer. I mean, I could move it, but so the VM would be the challenge. If I'm reading that correctly? Damn. Like, honestly, this seems like, all right. Like, I would do a 20, like, I would probably do like a 24-hour marathon or it wouldn't be a marathon at this point. Not for the rules I'm going to set, when I just want to lay out an absurd and impractical challenge. But all right, so for it to succeed, would it be better to do this on a VM or hardware? Like that's the, like, honestly, like if I actually do consider doing this, installing Gentoo, would it be better if I did this on a VM or actual hardware? Because then I can, like, if it's a VM, all right, that's nothing. But if it is hardware, I can try to make the necessary accommodations. Okay, so yeah, the VM, that should be fine. But yeah, like what I want to do is like see if I could do a marathon with it, or like see how long it'll take. Especially if it's going to take some time to compile, then it's like, all right, while it's happening, I can kind of put like a BRB screen with the status of it, and then if I'm streaming, I can just pull my phone out and just watch it from downstairs, whatever, while I'm doing something, tackling some issues, trying to be a good family man while I'm currently streaming. Do I have? All right, hold on. Let's see. I don't know if I have this command up. Oh, I do. That's the system I have. All right, when the mouse PUBG is back up, gotta kill some fools. Make sure you kill them for me because I'm terrible at it. Yeah, if you check out one of those YouTube videos, I do have some PUBG clips in there too. where I am fucking terrible. But yeah, all right. But yeah, even with the friend hopping out, it's definitely been a pleasure talking to you guys. Seems like we might have another challenge in the books. Maybe another weekend stream if I can. Well, actually, yeah, I ain't got shit going on during the weekends. I think I've got like an on-call weekend one of these weeks this month. But yeah, I should be able to do that. Yeah, so definitely stay tuned. I'll keep you abreast if not if, but when we'll try to do the Gen 2 installation on stream. Because I would like to successfully do it. That's my thing. I want to do it. Didn't say, all right, I've done it. It's been in a VM. I don't care, but it was done. Success. So yeah, thank you everybody. Black Sheep, was great to meet you too. Thank you, Show Enough. Really do appreciate you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. It's good to meet you too, John. Definitely. Hey, feel free to come back when I'm actually playing video games. I don't just talk about tech all the time, but we can talk tech while I play video games. That'll be fun. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Of course, you guys could have been anywhere in the world. You could have been watching any stream in the world. You could have been playing the games yourself. Could have been writing code, better code than me in better languages. But you chose to hang out and help me do the damn thing. And it was fun. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And of course, all I've got left to say to you wonderful people out there is, I love you and peace. Well, I hope that was as fun for you as it was for me. If you did enjoy that video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell button so you can get notified when I put up new videos. I'm trying to do the YouTube thing just a little bit more than I used to before, so definitely do that. It's great help. Again, for every subscription I get over at YouTube, I donate $1 to Extra Life, a gaming-based charitable organization that's a part of the Children's Miracle Network, where we help sick and injured kids in our local communities get a fair shake at life. So definitely subscribing is actually doing good for the community. How does that sound? Of course, while you're here, if you're looking for something else to watch, I do recommend that you check this stuff out. Just check these two videos out here. One is the most recent video, and one is actually a video that I've created that probably best suits your taste. I don't know. I'm not the taste maker. I'm just a creator. You have to get with YouTube about the whole taste thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're into. That's on you and YouTube. But I do recommend that you click one of these, or do the subscribe, hit the like, do the things that the YouTubers do. No pressure on my part. I'm not gonna force you to do anything. But if you do, I'd really appreciate it. So until next time, peace out.